Hello, good listeners. My name is Lawrence Ohonsi, a pastor in the Churches of God, a prayer partner of Tabitha K. Widows Care Foundation. This moment, we're looking at the subject of fatherhood as God expects it to be, as God planned it to be, as God directs it to be. Fathers are in different types. There is what you call the natural father, biological father. There is the father figure. Anybody can be a father figure. There is the godfather or spiritual father. And there is the stepfather. I am privileged to be father in all of these roles. Genesis 22 and verse 8 tells us about Abraham and Isaac, that they went both of them together. That is who a father is. They go together. A father is one who goes farther with you than you would ordinarily have been able to go yourself successfully. Let's say it's possible that you could go through life and be very successful, but without a father in your life, you will come up along with baggages, things in that life that you will wish you did not have, stories you wish are not attached to you. Some have become successful in life without father figures. They will tell you that they are self-made, but most times they have stories that they would wish is not part of them. Some became ex-convicts. Some had drug-related issues. Some immoral lifestyles. Stories that they would wish was not part of their life. A father is one who goes with you farther than you would go by yourself, successfully without baggages, most cases. It is not a position, not just being a position of being a father. It's a role, it's a function. First and foremost, spiritual father, the one who brings you to God and brings God to you. That is most critical. Your first knowledge of who God is must be through your father, through that person who is playing that role of being a father. Shows you who God is, the love of God, the mercy of God, the holiness of God, the righteousness of God. The characters of God are brought alive to you through a father. A father teaches you about integrity. A father teaches you about accountability. A father enforces discipline. It's a father that will make sure that you learn to obey rules. You learn to obey standards. A father makes sacrifices. It's a father that will deny himself meal, lunchtime at work, so that you, the children, can have some money. It's a father that will deny himself some benefits, what you might call luxuries, even necessities, so that children's school fees can be paid, so that house rents can be paid. A father should be meek, but not weak. A father comes to you and says to you, I am sorry for the way I spoke to you, but I am not sorry for what I said. Say, for example, your father had said, be at home at 8 p.m. and you're at home at 9:30. He gets angry, he says things he shouldn't say. He comes back to you to tell you he's sorry. Not for what he said, but perhaps for how he said it. A father is accountable to the children, to the family. We take our next verse, John 17 and verse 19. Jesus said, for their sakes I sanctified myself. That's what the father does, sanctifies himself for the sake of the family. He does things for the sake of the family. There are things he will not do for the family's sake. A man goes out, gets drunk, comes home, beats his wife. The children have a picture of what a man is. A daughter will look at a man as being irresponsible. A son looks at a man as I can get drunk, I can behave like this. Those are unintended consequences, I will always say. Consequences that a father does not expect to come upon his children, and sometimes his children's children, because of his way that he had behaved. So a father sanctifies himself for the sake of his children. A father will turn you out to be successful. And it's good to know that it is not 100% guaranteed that you must come out successful because you have a father in your life, but he gives you basic structures, basic foundation upon which you can lay a successful life. God has given us that role. And because God himself has given us that role, you as fathers lean on God. That is the only way you can succeed. That's the only way you can be guaranteed to roll out children that will make you proud. Go to God where you have failed. Own up where you have gone wrong. Children will understand that you are human. And say to them, this I have done is not acceptable. I do it does not mean you can do it. That's who a father is. So don't forget, it's very critical, it's very important. The success of any life, the success of any society is hinged first and foremost of having fathers that are honorable, fathers that are led by God, fathers that will glorify God. I pray that you as a father will be one of such. And I pray that whatever it is that is a challenge, God will give you an answer to it.